Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here. I've been a little bit negative on Nintendo, haven't I? Yeah, let's switch that. I didn't mean for that to happen. Basically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think Mario Kart 64 is the best N64 game, in my opinion. Now, what I need to get out of the way is the fact that this game took me by surprise. I was not expecting to enjoy this game nearly as much as I ever anticipated. I was born in the early 2000s, so my first console generation was PS2, GameCube, Xbox. I obviously missed out on N64 and PlayStation back in the day, unfortunately. But one thing that I did do, I did watch a lot of YouTube videos growing up, and especially I watched a lot of YouTube videos on Mario Kart, literally anything Mario Kart from any Mario Kart game, which includes Mario Kart 64. Now, obviously at the time, I've never played Mario Kart 64. It was a game that obviously I couldn't really access because I didn't have an N64, and also I was little. I didn't know how to pay for virtual console and do ROMs and everything. You know what I mean? I was small, so obviously I just watched people play the game. And you know what? I wasn't impressed. I really wasn't that impressed. Don't get me wrong, I always loved Mario Kart 64's music. It gives me chills every time. That menu music is like on another level and it's too good. But in terms of the gameplay and everything about it, it just looked overly simple. Not bad, but obviously compared to later entries in the series, it's not nearly as crazy, it's not nearly as hectic, and there isn't even that many tracks compared to not only the future Mario Kart games, but even the kart races that are on the N64 as well. This game didn't even have a story mode, and it didn't even have different types of vehicles like in Diddy Kong Racing. Eventually I did pick up and play the game, and I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. The controls obviously not perfect from today's standards, especially when you look at the controller that you have to play with. It's actually still a load of fun, and the game is still quite competitive and quite fun, even from a multiplayer standpoint. I played it with my sister like a few years ago, and we both really enjoyed it. It was just a very simple Mario Kart experience, an experience that I do sometimes miss. My first Mario Kart game was Mario Kart DS, and I think we can all agree that that is a more simple Mario Kart game. Less characters, obviously more limitations because it was on a handheld, but obviously because N64 also had limitations because of cartridges, and it's just not as powerful as the future consoles. I had a lot of nostalgic memories come back despite me never really playing this game extensively before. It was really weird. So yeah, that's great. I had a ton of fun with the game, and then I ended up just moving on and playing other Mario Kart games. So why is this game the best? Well, actually, there's more to the story, and that's the fact that Mario Kart 64 kind of has an extremely interesting story in of itself. Obviously, every single game out there has a casual audience and a competitive audience. I'm not going to go out and say that Mario Kart 64 has that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. But what I'm saying is, Mario Kart 64's competitive story is so interesting. Obviously, Super Mario 64 has its speedrun inside, and obviously you can't forget Ocarina of Time. That one was super crazy as well. But Mario Kart 64's journey, but the story that Mario Kart 64 told was on another level for me. Literally seeing so many players perform ultra shortcuts, discover ultra shortcuts, and then proceed to continue to discover these things years and years after the game's release, it's super interesting. And especially stories of people holding so many records at the same time, and then the rest of the players are trying to race against them to try and get times back to obviously spread it out. It's just crazy to listen to, and I don't think there's any other game on the N64 that's really had me on the edge of my seat more than Mario Kart 64. Obviously, you could say I'm a little bit biased. I am like a Mario Kart Super fan, but speaking of Super Circuit isn't my favourite on the GBA. and that's not even my favourite kart racer on the GBA, so I guess that's my defense for that. But Mario Kart 64 is just incredibly interesting. It has its own story tied to it, both competitively and in terms of just how the game works in general, and even seeing how Nintendo like works with the limitations and stuff. A lot of this game is actually in 2D, but Nintendo really like modeled all of the characters and obstacles in a way that it gives you the illusion that it's in 3D. I just think that's really genius. Now, this isn't my favourite Mario Kart game, and this isn't the Mario Kart game that I've spent the most time with, but Mario Kart 64 is definitely the N64 game that I've played the most, like hands down. Watching things and then coming back to the game and still discovering them and trying to pull them off is incredibly fun. The music is literally on another level, and like I said, it gives me chills every time. It's so good. And I didn't even mention the battle mode was excellent at the time. One of the best battle modes in any Mario Kart game. Literally, when your opponent dies and the game still needs to keep going, you turn into a bomb car. And I think that's incredibly important to think about when you compare it to future Mario Kart games, where the elimination aspect is kind of treated like trash. Like, you have these balloons and then when you die, you just come back. But with Mario Kart 64, it's like, even if you're defeated, you can still have fun. And to me, that's a very big deal. Obviously, you've got games like Ocarina of Time with an incredible story, probably one of the best stories in video game history in my opinion. And I understand why people say it's their all-time favourite game. Not only favourite N64 game, but favourite game full stop. It's an excellent game. But for my personal preference, and just looking at the whole timeline of this game, and even looking at it as an entry in possibly my favourite line of video games of all time, being Mario Kart, this game is very special and really surprised me. I think out of all of the Mario Kart games, this one was a real underdog. I thought that this game was going to underdeliver and would be overrated, but when I played it, not only did I play it and enjoy it, I got an experience and a pretty huge story and history about the game. And comparing it to all the other N64 games, which by the way also have those things I mentioned, Mario Kart 64 just had the story and the gameplay that I enjoyed the most, really. But there you have it, guys. Those are my reasons as to why Mario Kart 64 is my all-time favorite N64 game. Hopefully you did enjoy it as a bit of a story mode video, if you want to call it that. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them? Did you not? And let me know, what's your favorite N64 game? Let me know and I'll be very interested to know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Peace out and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.